everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back here to Busy Bee Budgets, where we're on a journey to be more intentional with our money and to make our money really have as much bang for a buck as we can. So this is week 5 of January for me. So I know most people have started February budget. It's the first week in Feb, but because I don't get paid to the 8th, this is a 5-week month for me. But a couple of things that came up in other people's videos this week, which I think I might steal. So next year, I'm going to definitely make January a 4-week month, because there's nothing more depressing, is there, than January anyway, let alone trying to like make your money last that bit longer. And also, Iris Budgets was saying that when she has a 5-week month, what she does is instead of having 5 weeks, she kind of has 4, I guess, 9-day weeks, if that makes sense. So she just stretches her cash stuffing a couple of extra days every week, and I wonder if that might be better, for 5-week months. So I might give that a try for the next 5-week month I've got coming up. I'm not sure when it is. It won't be February because that's a short month, but we'll kind of see. So we are cashing out week 4, we're stuffing for week 5, and then we're starting to think about what February will bring and kind of whatever we've got. So firstly, I've had a couple of no spend days, well, 2 no spend days, Thursday and Sunday. I've still got a few Sainsbury's shops in there, but we'll kind of see that when I come to my budget. But I've been working on a different challenge every week for January, and I think for the week coming, what I'm going to do, if I can find my list, is I'm going to go for a no spend week. So it's the last week of the month anyway. I'm really busy with work. So what I'm going to do is do a no spend week. So I've been doing these other challenges, like buying, I think, new month, like £50 food shops, selling stuff on eBay. I've done an electronics clear out as well this week. And so I'm trying to save £2,023 in 2023 by raising and selling stuff. And I think this month I have from eBay and selling some electronics, I think I've made £500. Now all of the good stuff is gone, and everything else now is going to be much smaller, like £10 and £20 things. But pre-moving, I've still got some things to go, so I'm kind of going to continue that into February as well. But that's just been a kind of eye-opening, I guess. Some of the stuff that I've been meaning to sell for ages or just had lying around, actually done it this month, and that's whatever. So I definitely think setting all the challenges has been really good for me. So the one left is the no spend week, so I'm going to do that next week. We're still going to stuff my envelopes as normal, but but I am going to aim for a no spend week, basically. So I'm stuffing 130 today. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. The first thing to do is see what I've got left over from my other envelopes. So this is my everyday binder, and this has... So last week I set myself a £50 food shop, but I forgot my husband was coming home for a few days. So inevitably, he eats loads because he just does, but inevitably our food shop kind of went up. So what I did, God, that was bad English, wasn't it? I had stuff 15 to roll over, but I've got 20 left, which is basically underspending on food shop. So I'm going to pop that to one side and use that in a moment. And then I've also got some pennies for my penny challenge. So I've got... So 1, 20, 40, 45 for one. So £1.50. So £21.50 underspent on food. Not bad. I'll try and do better in the next week. So next week is a full food stuff because my husband's going to be home. But he's going to be working away in the summer, so I'm definitely going to set myself like a £50 food budget when he's away. Now I know that's doable. Got nothing left in fuel, and I have used my car lots this month. So I've used all of that, and I've got another big trip this weekend which I'm probably going to have to take out of spends, but it's been a very unusual, like 3 out of 5 weekends this month. I've like driven like a couple of 100 miles, which I would never normally do, so unusual, but I think £150 for fuel going forward is right. Spends has got, I'm going to open 20, 40, 50 left. So I'm going to keep that in there. As I say, I'm going to have a no spend week. Oh, I've pulled that off. I keep doing that with these. Does anyone else do these? Pull it off. Brute force. But I'm probably going to use that for petrol, which is fine. That's allowed within the rules. But I am going to not buy anything else. So no coffees, no lunches, nothing else that I can do. So I'm going to pop that back on there and hope that I can get it to work. If not, I might need to buy some more of these. They're kind of like a Yeah, that's not working, is it? They're a year old now, and some of them are kind of, I guess, showing a little bit of wear and tear. So, because it's a year since I started cash stuffing, which is very exciting. So spends, I've got nothing. Well, I've got £50 left, but that can't be used. Nothing left in miscellaneous. Giving has got 20, and that's going to stay in there. And what I do is roll that over to the end of the month, and then fitness has got 30, which I know I'm not going to spend. But I'm going to keep that in there so that I've got something to stuff for my cash savings challenges next week. And then nothing left for the rest of these, they're just spare ones. So, food is getting 100, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And I used the jam donut up, and this month I think I've had about £20 cash back from jam donut, which is really good. So what I tend to do is preload a gift card for Sainsbury's before I go, and then get cash back on that. But I'm probably not going to do that this week, just because I am away with work a couple of days, and in London a couple of days and stuff with work. So I'm not probably going to buy as much supermarket food. So I'm probably just going to keep it all in cash for this week and see how I get on. Fuel's getting nothing. Spends is getting nothing. Miscellaneous is going to get 10. Giving's going to get 10. And then an extra 10 is going to go into fitness. So what I'm actually going to do is leave 20 in there and take 20 out. I'll put that in my, I'll take the 2 10s actually. And I'll put that into my savings challenges. So, bit of a light week next week, but that's fine. End of the month, and hey, we know January's done, and that's good. So the other thing before I stuff my extra things is I've been doing Buy Nothing New month this month, and I really wanted some new placeholders. I'll just show you these. I really want some placeholders, and I don't know about you guys, but like I had an Etsy basket sitting there, and I had all these lovely things, but it's going to come to like 60 quid, and I just thought the whole idea of budgeting is not for me to spend all of my spending money on budgeting stuff. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but yeah, I feel like that's it. So what I've done is actually cut up some old postcards, and I'm going to use those as placeholders. And the good thing is, like, they're pretty, and it means Buy Nothing New. But also I can write different denominations on there as and when I need them. So I was inspired by Budget Save Grow. She does like lovely cash envelopes. So I haven't done cash envelope challenge, but I think I might start in April. But I thought this is a good start. So I'm reusing some postcards as placeholders. So I just thought I'd show you those. What we've got going. So this is my adulting binder. So I just need to check. So emergency, I don't need stuff. Health, I don't need stuff. Gifts, I don't need stuff. Car, experiences, home, month ahead. So they're all good. So it means that all of this money can go into the treats, which is good. So if I start with my penny challenge, so 150. Apologies for people who don't like the noise, or if you're listening to it on headphones. And again, with my Buy Nothing New hat on, what I have done is created a savings challenge in this book. So I just need to find 150, and I don't know how much it's going to come to, but I'm just going to see what happens really, see where I get to and kind of finish it off. But obviously it's going to take quite a long time at this rate, but that's fine. Right, so let's go to my fun cash savings, and I hadn't really done savings like this before. I hadn't really done any kind of cash stuffing for savings challenges. I just had my normal budget binder and then my kind of adulting ones, and so this has been new since January. And I think for most of us who are kind of on a budgeting journey, you kind of get to grips with one bit of budgeting, don't you, and then you can kind of move on to the next, and that's definitely how I feel like I've done with this. And I'm surprised at how much money I've been able to save, and I think it's easier because it's for stuff I like. Or stuff I want, so it seems easier to kind of save money out of my budget. And also I guess January's been a bit of a dry month in terms of not as much social stuff apart from the weekends away, so kind of the everyday spending's not been there, but we'll see how we get on. So I've got 40 to spend. So Christmas doesn't need anything, treats doesn't need anything, because they're both specific savings challenges that I do at the beginning of the month. Clothes, I think I'm going to get 10. So now I've got in there 20, 40, 50, 60, and then 2. So if I cross off another £10 on here, I thought it was doing so well with pens, but I obviously wasn't. So we want to cross off, let's do a 6 and a 4. And I have now completed my annual wafty, for those of, if you know, you know. I've now completed my year without buying any new clothes. And what I think I'm really tempted by lots of stuff, but I think it's just because I know I can buy it. I think when I was on a clothing ban, I really didn't miss it, but as now I'm kind of, the year's up, I'm like, I could just buy this, I could just buy this. So I think what I'm going to do is continue to save, and it's my birthday in April, so I think probably what I might do is buy myself some clothes for my birthday. So not to like wear on my birthday, not like a birthday dress or anything, but just stuff to be more conscious about it. So I think, of course, if I see something I really want between now and then, but I think the idea for me was to get out of the habit of just buying stuff all the time. Just buying stuff because I liked it, or just because I could. And so I think actually if I save up and kind of buy it for my birthday, and then I've got a holiday in June, perhaps like buying it more for like specific reasons or occasions, like might be better, because I've still got a wardrobe full of stuff and I've given away a lot and I've decluttered a lot, but I've still got loads of clothes, so I don't need anything. I've got a couple of things that are on my list. Sorry if you can just hear my dishwasher finishing. I've got a couple of things that are on my list that I needed to replace, like a pair of black jeans, but I haven't even done that, you know, because there are so many other things I can wear. So clothes is getting an extra 10 days. That was a very long description of that, sorry, wasn't it? Appliances, I'm going to put 10 in. So we've now got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110. So these were all empty at the beginning of January, and I've been able to stuff all of this. And appliances is, I'm hoping to move house at some point, though I've been saying that for forever. And having spoken to the lawyers today about the chain, it doesn't look entirely hopeful, but we need to just put it out to the universe and it will happen at some point. So this isn't specifically for like appliances for the new house. It's more for like the kettle, the toaster, those types of things. If they break, it's annoying. So my aim is to save £1,000 up in there. So that would cover everything from like if your washing machine breaks, to all that kind of stuff. So I've just got the money there. But anyway, that's starting to save for that. So that's 100 in there. Did I say that was 100? 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110 already, so that's just amazing. I've been able to save that this month. And then car insurance, which is the next one, will get 10. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110 into that now. And it was actually my other folder, my car maintenance folder, but I thought I was going to have to pay for my RAC, because that was kind of, I did that at like February time last year. But it turns out I bought a 2-year membership, so I think I've already paid for it. So although I've got some money in my car maintenance fund set aside for it, I'm kind of hoping I don't have to pay. So, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they come, like, I'm sure they'll be very quick, but I haven't had a reminder, and usually like a month out you would get a reminder. So, I mean, hopefully I've paid for 2 years, which would be very good of old Liz. That was very good. Growth did have 500 in it, and this is one of my lovely little homemade placemakers. But I paid £250 for a yoga retreat in September, so that's down to 250. But that won't get stuff today. And then garden, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I think I'm going to put the last 10 into garden, so that takes that up to 90. And I'm starting to get excited about if we ever do move. New house, we'll have a garden that I can grow things in and grow vegetables and stuff, and I'm really excited to do that. So I'd really like to get in soon so that I can not miss the whole growing season, and that's that. Right, and then phone's got 5, which doesn't get anything because it's not really a priority at the moment. So thank you so much for watching my video, for those of you who stuck around to the end. I'm sure that you are all into your February budget and glad to see the back of January, and I will be next week. But we will see where we get to. And yeah, let me know any other kind of make at home hacks you do for budgeting. I'm kind of getting to the stage where I think I might need another binder, and some of, as I say, some of these envelopes are starting to wear slightly. So if you've got any tips for me, I'd love to hear it. I don't have a Cricut, and I don't have some of the other things, though I think I might get one maybe for my business when we move. So maybe I could start making my own envelopes and stuff. But there you go. Right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it's been a ramble as always. I hope you're staying well. I hope you're staying warm. And I will see you in the next video, which, thank God, will be February. So take care, and we'll see you all soon. Okay,